Hi everybody, it's Celeste. I'm just back again. I wanted to do another reading because the last one, if you saw the last one that I uploaded just a little while ago, it was a big old love reading. And I know not everybody that's subscribed to my channel is looking for love readings, and I haven't done one for a while. So I wanted to make sure that there were a couple of options kind of on the table for you to pick your reading, see which one was about your story. Of course, I can't hit all the stories all the time, but you know, I don't want to lose track of what most people are expecting from me at this point. That said, writers have love lives, and that's how it goes sometimes. So I'm just gonna give this deck a good shuffle and a good clearing, and we're gonna pull some more cards. This is actually the third time I've started, and every time it's been a love reading. So if I get a love reading this time, I'm just gonna post it and move on, because maybe that's just what wants to be told today. Okay. Wow. Okay, so everything's reversed right now. And no, my deck is not upside down. All right, so we have the Fool, the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. There's something here about taking a chance, and you poured your heart into something, and there's been a lot of waiting and kind of waiting for the ships to come in. And you're feeling like, I think you're feeling really disappointed is what I think is going on here. I think that in terms of creativity, in terms of writing, this could also be a day job. Bear in mind, this is not necessarily related to writing. I'm going to read it like it might be, but I'll try to give you alternate meanings like I usually do, because we have day jobs, we have relationships, we have other projects, other creative projects, and this could literally be anything. But what I'm seeing is somebody who took a chance and did something, and you're feeling, so there's sometimes taking that chance feels really exciting, and other times you took a chance and you feel like you kind of made a fool of yourself. And you're wondering, I feel like you're in that place of wondering, did I do this right? Did I mess it up? Did I do the right thing for me? Because you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're feeling like the powers that be they don't want this. Maybe you went out on submission with a project and you're not getting any response. You feel like the publishing, like publishing, big publishing doesn't want it. Or you're feeling like maybe someone's telling you no. Maybe you're not getting the response that you hope to get. Or maybe you're just seeing that the trends are not really aligned with whatever it is that you were trying to create or get out into the world. And I think you're feeling really, really disappointed about this. I'm going to pull some more cards so we can get a little more detail on this story, because there's always more to it. Give us some more, Spirit. Tell us a little more about this situation. Okay, there's something about working with other people. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so there's something here about working with other people, and then all of this is about holding back. It's about keeping things to yourself. But there was something here about wanting partnership or working together with somebody. But in the end, there's a huge holding back on your part. I don't feel like this is not, I don't think this is someone else. This is you. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles, Spirit. What's going on with the Three of Pentacles? I feel like this is what I'm getting from Spirit, okay? There was a partnership here. This is multiple people coordinating on craft. So maybe you were working with a group on, if this is about writing, maybe you were working with a group on your project. Could have been a project at work again. Somebody, perhaps you, perhaps somebody else, was very, very, very opinionated about your work. Maybe you got blasted as a critique, or maybe somebody else, maybe they didn't get blasted, maybe someone else just took a really strong hand. I feel like this feels like friction to me, okay? In the cooperative process, because the Queen of Wands, she doesn't mince words. She knows what she wants. She knows what she likes. She's kind of a big boss, but she also has big energy. Okay, this is somebody who's very, very fiery, very feisty, very opinionated. She can be overbearing. And when I see her with this sword of truth, she's feeling like her opinions need to be heard, and she's speaking out. So this is a very, very, this is someone who is not holding back their words. And that is against all, I don't feel like this is you, okay? Because this is you over here. There was something with you about holding back. So tell me more about this truth. Okay, yeah, you didn't like it. You felt like you were trapped. I think you felt like you had to make certain changes in order to sell this project, or in order to get the raise or get the money. This feels like the pressure to make something someone else's way in order to get the money. And here I see you holding back. And I see you like retreating to your cave over it, and really holding on to yeah, it's a real, there's a struggle here with the holding back. There's a desire to be wise and smart with it. We've got the Hermit and the High Priestess, okay? Those energies on their own are very solitary. And there's something here about holding something. So maybe you feel wounded over this, or maybe you're just trying to protect your creative thing. But I think you're not feeling, I feel like you're not feeling very hopeful about it, is what I'm feeling. Like, this can happen sometimes. We get our feelings hurt about a project. We put a lot of our heart and soul into it. Yeah, there's a withdrawing energy. This is like retreating from the battle. Taking what's yours, retreating from the battle. And not wanting to offer it again. Like, I feel like you're giving up, is what I feel like. Maybe you're giving up on your project. I hope you're not giving up on writing, but maybe you are. It's like, it has big, what's the point? What's the point anyways? Nobody wants it. What's the point energy? Yeah. Yeah, you're just clammed up. You're afraid to offer again. You're afraid to, I don't know if you're afraid to revise this project, if it's writing wise or creative, really. I don't know if it's about creativity or but you are afraid to offer this heart. This is that, okay, this is the Knight of Cups. He's usually offering his cup. He's in the reverse. He is not offering, okay? There's no offering going on. There's no forward movement going on. You've stopped offering, and this is that cup that's upside down. This is that cup pouring out, okay? So this is all about disappointment, and what was moving swiftly once has ground to a halt. There's no movement here on communication. So maybe if it was submissions, maybe the conversation has stopped. Maybe somebody, or if it was submissions, if it wasn't, maybe you were these people that you were working with. This could have been like, you know, critique partners, friends that you like to work with that help you with things, or maybe you were working with some editor that you disagreed with. Basically all that communication has basically just stopped. There's no movement on it. It doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. Sometimes we look at a project and what I'm getting here, it's more than you. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying that this person that this reading is about is being a diva. That could be the case, but I'm not really getting that. What I'm getting is that this project may be like DOA, okay, like dead on arrival. Like it's one of those projects where you wanted to fix it and it's not fixable, okay? Some projects have terminal flaws, like there's just so much wrong with them that they can't be fixed. And we wanted to like fix it. There was this strong desire to like make it work, but all of a sudden everything's just, it's just done, okay? But it's not done. There's the Empress. Okay, the Empress has a new idea. All right. She's going to recover from heartbreak, and she's going to learn from this, and she's going to build something stronger. So what are you afraid of with the new project? Okay, let's focus. This is about getting over one project and starting a new one is what it's really about. What do you need to know to let go of the old project? Okay, what do you need to know to let go of the old project? Oh, interesting. You need to know to let go of the old project that that just because something was a really like maybe your piece was that good. Like maybe it was better than people gave it credit for. Maybe just because something didn't sell doesn't mean that it wasn't a good story. What I'm seeing here is a need to kind of come out of this shell, really embrace your craft, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is not just about, she's not just about the queen that's got the money. Sometimes we get like focused on the pentacles being about money and material. This is like somebody who's very grounded in her, she's very grounded in her craft as a creative, okay? She has mastered her craft. She knows how to use it. And a queen is not going to be knocked off her balance by something that doesn't work out. She's just going to create again. She's going to be this Empress who has the new idea, you know, moves beyond the heartache and starts again to build something. She trusts that somebody is going to love it. The king is not just a man, okay? The king is somebody with power. And this is a king with the heart. So this is somebody who's going to love it, who's going to be able to pick this project, this new project up. So maybe this old one is done. Maybe it just needs a complete and total overhaul. I'm not sure which. But if you're looking at something that seems like it can't be fixed, sometimes the best course of action is to just move on to something different for a while at least, until you've shown how you, See, there's this temptation on the bottom of the deck that you're like hiding. That's like, this is about being attached to the old story, so attached that you're like, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make this story work. I'm going to fix it. This story deserves to be heard. And so you shoot yourself in the foot trying to force this other story through, when what you really need to be doing is saying, okay, I learned a lot from this project, and I'm moving on in my power. One of these things, the forcing, is not in your power. What's in your power is the creation of a new thing that may grab the attention in the heart of this person who has the power. Don't get caught up on this being a king, being a man. It's not about a man having power over you. This is about the energy of a masculine heart, that energy of doing. So loving something and doing something with it. This isn't necessarily like gushing about how much I love it. This is like, okay, I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to make something with how much I love it. That's the kind of energy you want on your side. Yeah, you need to leave this old thing behind. There's the Empress again, okay? This could not be clearer. You need to leave the old thing behind and you need to step into this power. The Empress she's the creative life force energy in the deck. You need to embody that and start fresh. A new opportunity, a new story. And when I say embrace it, I mean celebrate the new beginning. Okay, this is not just about like, okay, I give up, I'm gonna try again. This is about like saying, okay, done. Close the door on that. You're gonna put that manuscript or that opportunity away, and you're not going to think about it for a while. You're gonna instead really embrace this new idea. Move into the energy of celebration with it. Fall in love with your new idea. And that's when the energy starts flowing again. As long as you're hanging on to this old thing, there's not going to be any of that flow returning. But as soon as you can get into this, this energy of embracing, okay, I have more ideas. There's more words where that came from. There's another job opportunity out there. That one didn't work out, but this one might, this new one might. That's when the swift energy comes back in. That's when the passion returns for the thing. I feel like they want me to pull a few more cards here. Last reading, my camera slipped, so I'm just checking it. Looks good. Yeah. There's that truth again. And there you are waiting again. And there's the Emperor. So this is where your fulfillment comes from, is following this path. So I'm not a huge one to give big predictions or big advice, but I think like if this energy reading was resonating for you, I feel like there is something that you need to let go of and move on with a new opportunity or a new job. I said a new opportunity or a new job. A new opportunity in a new job or a new creative project. So if you've got another story idea on the back burner, it's definitely time to lean into that. That doesn't mean that you have to like ditch the old one, but sometimes you have to set it down for a while. Maybe you'll come back to it with a fresh set of eyes, a new idea for how to revive it. But that now is, the cards are not saying that now is the time on that. So if you have another idea, I'd go start looking at that new idea. That might be the one that helps you break through this energy. Let's see. I'm going to pull some guidance for you. I have my new Urban Crow Oracle. I'm super excited. This is actually the first time I've even looked at these. I didn't even take them out of the box yet, so I'm just shuffling them. I haven't cleared them. So I'm going to give them a really good shuffle here. And while I love to clear my cards with sage, you can also give them a knock. You can do singing bowls. There are other ways to clear a deck is all I'm saying. These have a very nice, slick feel to them, but they're not too thick. Yeah, ghosts, okay? So your guidance is to let go of the ghosts. Don't let this old project be a ghost that haunts you. Okay, sometimes things just don't work out, and it's not because somebody's being mean. It's just because it's not right at the time. Like, you have to decide what you got out of it. Find a lesson for yourself in the writing of that. Maybe you learned how to do something. Maybe what you learned how to do is how to let go of it and how to not be haunted by an old project. Battle. You are being asked, you're being asked to fight for yourself, but in a different way. So the way that some of us feel like we have to fight for ourselves is like tooth and nail. We have to fight other people. So you may be feeling in this whole process, again, there's this confrontational energy of the Hierophant, where somebody in power, like you felt like somebody in power was saying no to your project. And like, if you could just get rid of them, it would be great. And that's the battle energy that is toxic. That's the kind that puts you in the feeling of being the victim. And what you really need to do is fight for your creativity, not necessarily this old project. What you're fighting for is for yourself. You're fighting that tendency to see everything as confrontational when in fact maybe it just wasn't the right project at the right time. So it's about changing your vision of the battle. Someone wants to come out. Self-interest. Yeah. So paying attention to what's good for you would be really healthy at this stage. Instead of like bedding down in this sort of victim feel of like, it was a great story, it should have happened. This person over here who, gave me this feisty feedback or this forceful feedback, fiery feedback about that I didn't like, that felt like it was trapping me. This is about turning that energy around for yourself. It's about making it work for you. It's like sometimes somebody can give you some unpleasant feedback about yourself. And, at first you're really, really mad about it or hurt by it. And then you go home and you think about it and you go, okay, well, I can see why they thought that, even if they were wrong about me. I can see why, and then I'm going to change the way that I approach this because it's in my own self-interest to rise above it. Not because they deserve to be let off the hook. It's not about them. It's about you and what's good for you. What's going to help you get what you need out of this situation. you can't get something that you need out of something that's just sort of, you know, the time is over for it. Like it's just passed by. The only way to get what you actually need is to keep moving. I'm going to pull another couple of Moonology cards for you. I was like these. The answers you need are coming. If you keep moving forward, everything will make sense about why you had to go through this. Maybe you don't know right now. Maybe it just felt exhausting and you're just like, why? The answers come later. It's that hindsight is 20/20 thing. You don't always know why at the moment that you want to know why. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you've made a comfort zone. Like I said, you've made a little bit of a bed in this. The first 8 cards or so that came out really showed a person who had kind of made their bed in these feelings. And the cards are asking you to step out of your comfort zone that you have made for yourself and get excited about moving on, about letting it go. Nothing will come of this situation. So nothing's going to come of staying stuck in this energy. Nothing good is going to come out of it. And you know, I think that you deeply know if that's the case. This can also mean nothing will come of this situation. What this can also mean is that if you're making up some story about what it means that you didn't sell or that you didn't get the job or the opportunity, what this means is that nothing's going to come of all of your terrible thinking about it. So like all of these stories that you've made up about why it didn't happen, nothing's going to come of that. The only thing that's going to change things is for you to step into your empowered energy here and start building something new. Make a decision to start building something new. I'm going to pull another mantra card. These are the personal power cards. This deck is by Deja Druitt, and I love it. I surrender. So surrender doesn't always feel like power until you realize that sometimes the force of holding on to something is hurting you. And that's what this reading was about. It was about hanging on to something that wasn't working and hurting yourself with it. Surrendering to your own creativity, like you've got more ideas. And here's another one for you. I am supported. So these are 2 little affirmations or mantras, however you want to look at those, that will help you get through this situation. Hang in there, keep creating, and be willing to let things go that didn't go anywhere. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.